that we often talk about this word engaging. How do we engage people of color to get outdoors, right? And I think there always needs to be a starting point of what do we mean by engage, right? Does engage mean how do we get the kids at that playground to come to our playground? Or does it mean how do we, invite, how can we participate and see how they're enjoying their playground and seeing how, seeing what their playground's like and how maybe the ways it can be better than or even just as fun as our playground, right? So my first trip as a trip leader for Outdoor Afro, I was just like, okay, great, I'm a trip leader, it means I'm going to do things that I want to do. So my first trip was a snowshoe and cross-country skiing in Lassen Volcanic Park, right? Sound like fun? Anyone else? Great, right? All weekend. Nobody showed up, right? And that was really, I had a great time. But it was just I still went snowshoeing in that but so it took some time for me retooling. I'm like, why am I telling people who don't have a relationship with me to come join me in a 4-hour car ride away and doing activities that they may or may not be comfortable with, or they may be very comfortable with and just don't know who I am, right? My second trip was a barbecue and hike in Redwood Regional. Had 103 people show up for that, right? And so that goes to my second piece. Why? I think we've set up a hierarchy of backpacking is better than picnicking, right? Because picnicking is something I think is very endemic to a lot of, especially in communities of color. Going to the park and having a grill with a huge family is something that is across the board very popular among people of color. But why do we say that that's not outdoors? That's not why do we look at that, I guess, lower than backpacking or climbing or something like that? And I think that's also something that we need to think about when we're thinking about activities and how we're engaging people, right? Why are we looking at one as a higher? Well, it's nice that you do this, but this is what's really better. And I actually think it's backpackers and climbers and those of us who do those kind of extreme things who have created that hierarchy and really need to check themselves on that. And just an epilogue too, I've done the Alaskan trip now 3 times now, so the second and third time I have 15 people show up. And that's not because I've changed the trip, it's because of the relationship that I've built with our membership.